What up, peeps? I thought I'd share something that I found here. Pardon the thunder. It's throwing down over here, and this weather's cutting up here. So y'all try to work with me. I hope on a tree and didn't fall on my damn house. I went through enough drama with damn water pipe and busting my damn attic. But anyway, let's see. I thought I'd make this video. This is probably why I've been, taking my time making videos. I hadn't made that in a minute because of this stuff I've got going on at home. But anyway, I'm back in it. I didn't understand much about a UCC financing statement back when I first started dealing with this stuff for the first 3 years that I was actually studying on, these legal matters. And I thought I'd make a video because I understand it much better than I used to. I used to hear people talk about, like making your name right here on the number 3 area, putting your name in small letters, putting the colons and the hyphens and, the stuff like that, and, in small letters, and because it's the living man, you're the secure party, you're the living man. And I played with stuff like that before in the past, and I never saw any benefit of doing it. I never saw how it never worked, for me. I never saw any results, and I never saw anybody else with any results. Not saying nobody haven't, but I just haven't seen it. So, and so I left it alone. I backed away from it. I stepped away from it. So now I understand it a whole lot better. One day I was looking at, I was in the county recorder's office, kind of looking at some of the things that I had filed in the miscellaneous files and different things that I'd done. And, and I happened to stumble across my brother-in-law's name, because both of us know, we both have the name Michael. He has a different last name, but I don't know how I ended up stumbling across something that was filed with his name on it. So, my nosy ass, him being my damn, my brother-in-law, I thought I'd look on there. And there was a business entity. It was a UCC filing that a business entity had filed against him as a debtor. And the name was in all caps, and so was the secure party, which was the name of the company. It was an organization name, as you see down here at the bottom, organization name. That's the name of the company that was, that was claiming to have, be the secure party over his name. And his name was in the debtor's individual surname and first name. They had him there and his address and all, they had that on there. And of course, I think I forgot what address they had in the acknowledgement area, but I guess I was more so focused on how they had the names formatted, and his name wasn't in upper lowercase, and all the nothing in lower. It was all caps like normal, because they're business entities. I understand that now. Business entities, keep in mind, it's the UCC stands for Universal Commercial Code. The key word is commercial, and living men and women do not exist in the commercial world. So that being said, it's probably one of the main reasons it didn't sit well with me to see people putting their names in small letters as a secure party, as if a human being is, you're trying to say that you're the human being and you're over this, and your straw man is indebted to you as a living man, and it's supposed to be recognized in the commercial world. And it didn't make sense to me. So I left it alone. I backed away from it, didn't touch it no more. And I didn't talk about it and this is probably my first video where I'm actually talking about a UCC financing statement. And I guess it took me about 8 years to do that. I've been studying this, this stuff for about 8 years now. So, and a lot of people that's been on here for years, they don't really do a breakdown video on what to put on these things. So it's probably why a lot of us would be real confused. And I was talking to this guy a few days ago. We're just gonna call him John. John told me that he created a trust, and he made his trust the secure party on his UCC financing statement. And And I'm not going to go into details as to who he made the debtor. But, you know, it just kind of, you know, because that was his information he was sharing with me privately. But it gave me an idea, because now that I filed my trust, I created a trust privately. I've recorded my certificate of trust in the county recorder's office. And the things that I named inside my trust on the Schedule A as the property is what I put in the collateral box. That's what I'm saying that my trust is owning, you know, is claiming rights to that was once in the debtor's name. The debtor would be my straw man, you know, and that's what I did. Okay. And, you know, you won't be able to go look this up, because nobody knows the name of my trust. My trust is private. And I also, by being private, down here at the box I clicked on none UCC, that little box right there on the right side right there. On 6B, I clicked none UCC. And I also click that box where it says a debtor is a transmitting utility. And since everything is in the trust, see that box where it says held in a trust? I click that box, you know, and everything that's in the collateral box, I put inside, you know, everything that the property that we're talking about, I put it in the collateral box. Back to when I was talking about my brother-in-law, there was a business entity that he bought some workout equipment from this company, and they did a UCC financing statement, and it was so clear when I saw it. Where they put their name of the company in the secure party area, and they put his straw man as the debtor's name, and then it was a description of the workout equipment. That's how I know it's workout equipment. It was all listed in the collateral box, and they filed a UCC financing statement, and it was real simple. It wasn't all this, you know, all this verbiage that we're taught to put in the collateral box, you know, putting the living man this and living man that, and, you know, live born man and living woman, and all this talk that we've been taught to put in our collateral boxes, you know, in our stuff, you know. And I mean, you do what you want. I'm not, you know, bad mouthing anybody chooses to do so. I'm only saying that I think a lot of us overthink something that's so simple. You know, this is all commercial. You know, the living men do not exist in the commercial world. Again, it's called the UCC, Universal Commercial Code. And living men do not exist in the commercial world. So we still use entities to conduct business. If you don't have your own business, you use a straw man to conduct business. If you have a trust, you want to do business with your trust, you know, and it's not private, you want to invite it into a contract to conduct business with someone, then you use that. But you have to use an entity to conduct business. Whether it's an entity you created on your own, i.e. a trust or public trust, private trust, whatever kind of trust you create, or LLC, whatever it is kind of entity you create, you're still using an entity to conduct business. And you will be signing documents, entering into contracts, you know, on behalf of that entity. And when you sign it, you're supposed to sign it and put the comma after that and put your relation to that name, to that business entity, whether it's the manager, you know, you can be a manager, you can be, you know, supervisor or trustee, whatever, you know, whatever it is, whatever your title is in reference to that name. Your straw man, you're the beneficiary for the straw man. You know, if you have you can even have an EIN number attached to your straw man and conduct business with the EIN number that you got from the IRS, and conduct business with that straw man using your EIN number, you know, and you can do it like that. But it's a variety of things that you can do concerning the commercial world. But you, the living man, is not there. You don't exist there. You have to, you know, you only enter into contracts, you know, you're obligated to contract that you sign on behalf of that name. Okay. Now back to what I was saying. I was also listening to different people who were talking about UCC financing statement, they're saying that once you do a UCC 1, you got to follow up and do a UCC 3 after you do the 1. And that didn't sit well with me because I didn't understand. Well, I can't say it didn't sit well with me. I didn't understand it. So I didn't touch it. But I was just talking about it with a friend of mine just a few minutes ago. So I thought I'd make this video because I decided to look it up since I have fresh eyes now. And I see this differently from how I saw it years ago. Now I'm going to pull up a UCC 3 and see exactly what it says, and we're going to walk it out. Okay, here's the UCC 3. Now notice the difference right here. At the top on the upper left hand side, it says UCC financing statement amendment. Keyword is amendment. And the amendment is when you're making changes. As we're just like an amended constitution, you know, when they make changes to the Constitution. Say if you want to add collateral, you want to add collateral to your original financing statement. You want to, you want to add something to it. You're making some type of change to it. That's what this is for. So to just say you automatically got to do a 3 after you do a 1, it's a flawed statement because it's not true. And so I didn't understand that then, but because I never really, there's a lot of stuff I didn't understand because I was too busy trying to understand the 1 for 1. And so now that now that I'm looking at this, now just look at this here, for instance. Once you file your UCC 1, you got to file, you get a filing number. Once you get the filing number, once it's accepted or whatever, you file it, you get a filing number. You put that in 1A right there. Guys, keep in mind, it's just like when you put when you create a certificate of trust. Say you create a trust, and it's a revocable living trust, for example, and you name 2 trustees. You got 2 beneficiaries or whatever, and for some reason, for whatever reason, you want to remove one of the trustees, or remove one of the trustees from being a trustee of your trust. So you will change your trust because it's a revocable living trust, which means, you're changing, you're making some type of change to it. Irrevocable means you can't make no changes to it. Okay, you can't revoke it. It stays the same. Now, right here, let me back. I don't want the thing to be so small. Okay, so right here, let me finish explaining. Okay, and you take this. So basically you create an amended trust. You know what I'm saying? You get it all signed and notarized like you did the first one, and you have to reference the first trust. You basically have to let it be known that it's on the document that it's been amended. When you create a certificate of trust, if you create a certificate of trust, since your original certificate of trust for your first trust, for the original trust has been, since you done made some changes, you have to create a brand new certificate of trust, and you have to, reference that first trust. You know what I'm saying? And let it be known that this is an amended certificate of trust. And if you recorded it in the county recorder's office, you're supposed to put the booking page number, the filing number, whatever, onto the amended one, so that they know that these two go together. This is the amended version of that one, of the first one. And then that's pretty much what this is. That's what this one's for. That's what this and then you go get that new certificate of trust, and you make sure you document that it's amended version. You go there, get the new one recorded. That's if your state requires you to record it. Same thing for these UCC amendment right here. The UCC 3. This is an amendment. So what you'll do for the 1 right there, 1A, you're gonna put the filing number from the original filing that you did for the 1 that you did. You're gonna put the filing statement number in there, and the rest of it pretty much is self-explanatory. Let's see this filing statement is to be filed, recorded, whatever. You check that box right there. Just say if you terminate it, if you're trying to get rid of it altogether, you done satisfy everything, the whole debt's done away with, everything to satisfy, say if you put a lien on somebody, something like that, whatever, you can terminate it with this by checking number 2 right there. Okay. Assignment, say, let me see. Assignment, the name is signed on. Yep, continuation, effectiveness of the financing statement identified above with respect to security interest or the secured party authorizing this continuation statement is continued for the additional period provided by applicable law. And then you got number 5. Let's see, party information change. See, anything that's been changed concerning the original statement, you check the box that fits whatever it is change, whatever kind of change that you're making, whatever amendment you're making from the first filing, you check the box that applies. And let's see, the current record information, you put that in there. Let's see, changed or added information, anything that's been changed right here, number 7, anything changed or added information, you change it. You put it out, if your name changed or whatever, you change it. You just put it in there. If you're adding property, different property, it's a different set of property, whatever, like some property been added to that original one, you describe that collateral in number 8. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You just find what matches your situation. And then right here, number 9, who was the original secured party in number 1? I mean, in the UCC 1 that you filed from the beginning. You're gonna put them there. And it's pretty much self-explanatory. I understand this stuff a lot better than I did back then. So this is all about basically whatever changes you made it to the 1. You're gonna make it a record, creating a record on the 3. So that's all the UCC 3 is about. You're just making changes, and you're making a record of whatever change that was made on the 1 on the 3. Hopefully I'm making sense on that part, y'all. But I thought I'd make this little video because it's just, to me, it's just much clearer now than it was before when I used to, listen to this stuff back in the day, and I just get it. I get it better. And let's see, it was something else I was going to address too. No, I think I better leave that part alone. I ain't gonna talk about that on here. But anyway, don't y'all forget to like and subscribe, y'all. I don't know if y'all, and if you got anything else to say, if you got any input you want to put on it, speak about this topic, or something you'd like for me to make a video about, something you want me to address, just make a comment at the bottom down there. Let me know what you guys think about it, and then we get the conversation going on here, so I can I can make some more content about it, make a video about whatever it is you're talking about, and address it. Okay. I guess that's pretty much it, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Emrose signing out.